Mark, presumably you and everyone else chomping at the bit to get the next game on because of, in light of Saturday.
Yeah, we have to be. Yeah, absolutely. I certainly am, and I'm delighted that we've got a chance to put it right against a very good Oxford team, well set up by Chris Wilder. Got some good players. Don't get me wrong, it's not going to be an easy game, but we've got to do something about Saturday's performance and put it right. There's no crisis here, but we just need to address a poor performance.
You took full responsibility. Does
Yeah.
that take some of the pressure off the players, but also in turn mean that they owe you?
They owe themselves. They owe the club. They owe the supporters. We all were disappointed Saturday. Me myself, I should have done things differently, perhaps. Got a chance to put it right tomorrow. We were in yesterday. We were in yesterday anyway, but it was probably a little bit in not quite the mood that we perhaps would have wanted it to be in. We were in because we wanted to prepare properly for tomorrow night's game. We looked at one or two things on the DVD that we need to put right, that we know that we need to put right, and we'll be going about training today, making sure that we're fully prepared and we do whatever we can to put in a damn sight better performance than we did on Saturday.
When you say things that perhaps you didn't get right, does that mean sort of the shape and the setup of the team maybe?
If that's what you think, I just there's always things everybody could have done better, and I include myself in that. Whatever I go with, whoever I go with, it'll be what I think's right to get a result against Oxford.
Does the derby nature of this game, they're fairly close, does that sort of make it a bit more cagey? Does it change anything for you in your preparation?
Not really. No, I think it's an ideal game. Under the lights, on a quality surface against two good teams, trying to play. I've got a lot of history over the recent years of playing against Oxford. My teams in the conference. I know Chris very well. He's a very good manager, and since he's been there, they've been on a club on the up. They've quite rightly gained their football league status again, and they've started very well. They're unbeaten away from home. They'll bring 1,000, 1,200, 1,500 fans with them. They'll be vocal. They'll get right behind the team. They're a strong, powerful set of players, and we've got to not only stand up to that, but we've got to go out there and have enough conviction to play our game.
They haven't conceded many away from home either. Does that mean they're going to be difficult to break down?
Yeah, definitely.
Defending members.
Well, they just defend well. They've got good players, and it's up to us to try and set the tone. We're at home. We need a performance. We let ourselves down on Saturday, and we've got to make sure that we put it right.
You told me on Thursday that Saturday's game might have come a couple of days too soon for Josh Lowe. How is he now?
Yeah, he's got a chance. He's got a chance for tomorrow. We'll see how he trains today, and we'll decide after. Well, we'll decide when we have a look at him in a half an hour or so.
And as you were with everyone else, presumably.
Yeah, as we are. Yeah, no knocks. It was a poor game on Saturday for us. And we lacked the conviction to really put our bodies on the line, and certainly no knocks, no bumps and bruises. We just I'm hoping that the players are as ready for tomorrow night as I am.
Thank you. Good luck.
Thank you.
Mark, after a day like Saturday, you might be tempted to make big changes, but also you're tempted to just say to the players, go out and put it right yourself.
Yeah.
The ones that played on Saturday.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm not going to give anything away. I'm not going to name you my team. I'm not Carlo Ancelotti in that respect. I know what I'm going to do. We'll get better at it this morning. We'll go and make sure we put things right that we didn't do on Saturday. Whatever I go with, I want the effort and the commitment that I feel was a little bit lacking on Saturday. And if I get that, then I know we will give anybody a game.
Yeah, they're unbeaten in 4 away, Oxford, but obviously James Constable, somebody you know well, won't be playing.
Yeah, I mean it's a bonus because James is a quality player. He plays on the edge, but you'd like him in your team. He gives you everything. He scores goals, doesn't stop working, and in that respect, it's quite handy that he's not playing. But they've got you know, Green, Midson, Potter, Craddock, and others to come in, and whatever they go with, I know it'll be, you know, Chris fires them up, gets them playing good stuff, lots of energy. We've got to match that, and whatever they play, I know, you know, although James isn't there, they'll still have some quality players on the pitch.
Yeah. From yesterday's sort of review of Saturday, the players giving you the right signals.
Yeah,
the right way.
It wasn't about them giving me the right. Well, perhaps it was, but it was more about them listening to what I thought, what my staff thought of the weekend. Today and tomorrow's their opportunity to put that right. Today on the training ground, you know, being better than we were on Saturday, and tomorrow obviously, you know, doing everything right to ensure that when they go on the pitch and put that red shirt on, that they give the supporters something to cheer about, and they see the work ethic and the ability to play football that they've seen for most of the season so far. And you know, Saturday was a disappointment, but that's all it was. You know, we've not lost faith in anybody, but just sometimes these happen, and it's just they've got to give you a little kick-start, and you've got to respond in the right manner, and that's what I'm expecting.
Yeah, I think it's quite a fine line at the moment, because everyone would agree you had a decent start. Now a couple of good results now.
Yeah, of course it does. Of course it does. You know, we were never getting carried away with you know, we're having a decent start. We always knew the hard work was still to come. We'd made a pleasing start, which is I think the words I'd said to you, and it possibly gives us a platform to build on. But you know, now we need to build on it. You know, we need to go and get points. You know, although we dropped a few places on Saturday, I think was it still about 7 or 8 places all on the same points total. Obviously our goal difference isn't the best, so we've dropped quite a few. But that can easily be put right, but only be put right by hard work and effort and belief, and perhaps we didn't do enough of that on Saturday.
Yeah, you've already got a win against Stevenage. You won the conference last year, and do you think obviously you and Neil know the conference as well as anyone. Do you think that helps you when you come up against a team like Oxford as well?
I think it certainly doesn't make us take them lightly. I think it certainly shows that, you know, we Oxford are, you know, a football league club, you know, and quite rightly so. And some teams might take players from the next division a little bit lightly, but we certainly don't. We know how good they are. We know, you know, I had Mark Crichton was my captain for a couple of years at Kidderminster, or for a few years at Kidderminster, and he was a tremendous player for me. James Constable, you know, did wonders for the club, and you know, went to a football league club. He's now settled, appreciated at his club. Not that he wasn't where I was, but you know, he's proved what a good player he is, and they've got, believe me, you'll see tomorrow, they've got many more.
Cheers, Mark.
Pleasure.
Thank you.
Pleasure.